Tell us why Huma matters to you right now. Like, why do you think it's an important organization? Why did you want to join?
Well, as you know, I have two young sons who are 11 and 13, and they are, like all of us, heavily influenced by all kinds of social platforms and AI platforms. And they're very negatively influenced by a lot that goes on TikTok and YouTube. And while I don't have them on any proper social media platforms, they are on Snapchat. And I'm an addiction specialist by trade. So I have a lot of patients that are struggling with internet addiction. They're struggling with pornography addiction. They're struggling in so many ways due to our fast paced, otherwise awesome world of tech. But I really am excited to be part of Huma because we need platforms that are truly consent based, that are truly sourcing from ethical, reliable information. I am super interested in being a part of anything that helps everyone feel validated cross culturally, sexually, individually, gender wise. Like, we need AI platforms that don't just draw from spaces that are super commodified by, our corporate reality. Because my biggest problem with the kids' TikTok interactions is that everybody's trying to sell these 13-year-olds something. Everyone's trying to sell us everything, right? And it's awesome that, AI knows exactly what I like, what I'm going to buy, when I'm going to buy it, when I'm likely to be influenced. That's kind of terrifying. But as far as the kids go, I've got 13-year-olds that are worried about their jawline, and they're worried about, buying the right eye cream. That's
Hmm.
pretty
A little young
tragic.
for that. Yeah.
Little young for that. Yeah, there's a lot of potential for body dysmorphia, of course. So, body dysmorphic disorder. It's a clinical term, doesn't matter. But so as a therapist, I really am excited to be part of Huma and being part of this solution rather than part of the problem. And I think the way you have designed it is brilliant, this intersection, which I'm super excited to advance and support.
What do you want to see from a company like us as we set out to test and prove that this actually has a measurable good impact on people?
Well, I'm most impressed by the demo, going into the demo that we have now and seeing what will come up with, Gemini, and what will come up with Huma, you know, what will come up with ChatGPT and what will come up with Huma. Like, our actual in vivo, in the moment difference where we have a much more specifically empathetic and identity validating response than the competitors. That's thrilling. The idea that people can join and actually consent to be part of our process in a meaningful way is so groundbreaking and so different. I love it.
Yeah. It's when people, it's different than when you consent, right? Like if you consent on Anthropic or if you consent somewhere else, they're training on your information, right? They're training on it. I think that it's the intentionality, right? It's the intention of the team that's building it. It's the intention of the folks who are on the community platform wanting to actually create a more culturally competent experience for folks, not just within the community, but in AI, like in healthcare environments. And you brought up the test, the side by side test. It's like Coke versus Pepsi is sort of fun. It's like, hey, we won the tasters test. But what's interesting about that test is if you're not in the in group, it's sort of hard to see the nuance. Do you know what I mean? Of what is happening. But that nuance matters when it comes to developing trust. And that trust matters when we talk about measuring, a long period of time. Does that trust lead to better outcomes? And that's what I'm most excited about now is like we took the prototype from the University of Irvine. We built it out in production with the support of AWS. And now we're starting to open up these pilots and clinical trials to be like, does this matter over time to create positive outcomes for people in a healthcare environment, but perhaps just in everyday life too, through the community network, you know? So I'm so excited to have you on the team as part of that because we have like a world class, clinical support team. So yeah, I just could not be more thrilled to have you with us. So what do you think
Yes.
about this team, by the way? Now that you joined us, what do you think about this team that you're joining?
Well, I think what you were just talking about in how the team actually reflects the diversity of what we're hoping Huma will reflect and is reflecting actively through the demos and on the ground. So I think that the team is instrumental. I mean, to protect spaces that are safe for all people means that you have to have input from people that are the most challenged right now, who don't represent just the upper, world. It's key. So, yeah, I'm so impressed with everyone on the board and all the advisors and all the workers who are creating Huma to be what it is. Each one is ridiculously impressive in their own right and fun to be around. And yeah, yeah.
Yeah, our holiday gathering was fun to see us come together. Almost everyone showed up. So there's over 20 people who are volunteering their time, yes, with equity, but right now volunteering their time because they believe in this. And we just keep getting more and more people who want to join. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. Well, what else do you feel like folks should know about Huma as we wrap up?
I think we should start really talking about how we want to create platforms, monthly meetings to talk about Huma
Yeah.
with you, and that the public can come on and join a big group Zoom and ask all about us and what our plans are and what we're doing, and hopefully participate in some of our early pilot projects of using Huma. So.
That's a great idea. And yes, new board member. And my job now is to make it happen. I think everyone agreed with your good idea. So we're going to bring this to life for sure. So that's coming soon, everyone. Public demos and conversations, and you'll be able to play with the products. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All
All
right.
right.
No, that sort of synthesizes what I'm excited about.